Well, hello gang, and welcome back to Arcanum. It's late, come back in the morning. Well, fine. I didn't think I was going to be able to just walk right in at midnight, or 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it was. Look, I've removed the saboteurs that have been plaguing you. Thank the gods! I thought we would never be rid of them. Please, go inside. Mr. Bates will be anxious to meet you. Wonderful. He's definitely got a fancy enough house. Good lord. If I was Mr. Bates, I probably wouldn't be in the kitchen. I would probably not be playing pool with a guard. I'm going to assume this guy's time is much more valuable than that. You look well dressed. Gilbert Bates, I already know who you are. Are these things just... yeah, they're electric lights. Okay. It's like we saw these in the ruins earlier. Or at least something like that that wasn't lit up.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Gilbert Bates, as I'm sure you have surmised. I'd like to extend my thanks to you, sir, for putting an end to the difficulties at my factory. I've been informed that there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Quite so. I'd like to ask you about this ring I've been lugging around.
Great gods! How did you come by that ring?
Well, a strange-looking gnome gave it to me as he lay dying in the crash of the IFS Zephyr. He didn't really give me a bunch of information to go on, so that's pretty much all I can say. His name might have been like Ping Fuzzlecutter or something. It's just, I don't really know.
Strange? Whatever do you mean, pray tell?
Well, you see, gnomes, they got these beady little eyes, but his were strong, almost dwarf-like. It's kind of unnerving.
Are you sure it wasn't a dwarf, then?
No beard. You know we'd sooner slit our throats than cut our beards.
Yes, I am familiar with the dwarves and their customs. Tell me, was there anything distinctive about this fellow?
He had a scar over his left eye, I guess?
By Alberic, I knew it in my heart. That was no gnome. It was Stena Rockcutter.
Oh, I was so close to Ping Fuzzlecutter. They've got to be from, like, the same family line. Maybe dwarfs and gnomes intermingled. Come on, a dwarf clean... Who's Stenar? A dwarf would never cut his beard.
Stenar was an old friend of mine. But for him to cut off his beard... by the gods, it's unthinkable! But please, tell me, did he say anything to you before he died? Did he say anything about me?
All he said is that he had escaped evil to warn us of it.
The evil? What evil? And where did he escape from?
He actually didn't say. I was kind of hoping you would know what it meant.
Something horrible must have happened after I... Did he say anything else?
Yeah, he told me to find the boy. And you are most obviously not a boy.
I do not know. Even though dwarves reckon time differently than humans, he must have realized that I am now an old man. Perhaps it is because I was but a boy when I betrayed his trust all those years ago.
What do you mean you betrayed him?
That is quite the long tale. A tale of my shame, it is.
Well, since I don't have to read your dialogue, I am all ears.
It is ironic that my greatest mistake is that which brought me such wealth. As a youth, I was enamored of all things dwarven. So I sought out the nearest clan and attempted to impress them with my grasp of their technology. They laughed. It was obviously a novelty to them. A ridiculous human who had a natural bent towards technology. I suppose it didn't help that I was a mere 14 years old at the time. I became something they humored to entertain themselves. Stena was the only one who truly called me friend in all those years. And betrayal is how I repaid his friendship. It was he who first showed me their steam engine, as he knew I could appreciate the beautiful intricacies of its design. They had left it to rust in a corner, as they had very little use for a device that would reduce the need for sheer physical power. Imagine a dwarf relying on a device to do his digging for him. It's preposterous.
Okay, you've got a point there.
I asked him if I could tinker with it, perhaps improve on it, as I knew this was the key to becoming truly a part of the dwarven world. I quickly devised a way to use it to power a pump for draining the mines. When I fell all over myself trying to explain it to them, laughter was once again their only response. I knew I had to somehow gain their respect, so I hastily sketched some schematics and set out to prove my theory. The struggling human mining company that I brought the plans to offered me a share in their mines for the steam pump. I was ecstatic. I had not a care for their mines or their money. I desired vindication. When I returned to the dwarves to boast of my accomplishments and be welcomed into their clan, they were gone. The inventions came quickly after that, fueled by my anger and confusion. How could they have denied me my place amongst them after all my labors? Somehow I felt I could still prove myself to them. I continued searching for them in all my spare moments, but to no avail. But then they came. The robed ones. They appeared to me late one night, and they warned me to never speak of, nor try to find the dwarves again. Still being a mere lad, you can imagine the terror that put into me. As my wealth and power grew, I shook off some of my youthful fear, and hired the first in a long chain of investigators to locate Stenar and his clan. None of them ever returned with any worthwhile information, and some never returned at all. The ones that did told of vicious traps and creatures attacking them from the shadows. As word of these failures spread, it became more and more difficult to find souls brave enough to take on the challenge.
Okay, but that still doesn't explain why he sent me here with your ring.
He knew that ring would lend veracity to your tale. I gave Stenner that ring the last time I saw him. Now he is dead. If only we knew what he meant by the evil.
Well, my buddy Virgil here thinks it has something to do with his Panini religion.
I don't put much stock in religious ramblings myself. But if you feel it could help you to get more information on the Panari, you should go to their temple on the northern end of Lion's Head Circle. I'm more concerned with who killed Stenner and why, and what all this has to do with my relationship with the Black Mountain clan.
So, what's to be done now?
There must be some clue left in the Black Mountain mines. I am certain of this. You seem to be a resourceful individual. Would you be interested in searching the mines for some clue as to their whereabouts? I would make it worth your while, I can assure you.
First, I would like to ask you some further questions.
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
So you didn't actually invent the steam engine?
I have never actually claimed that I did. It was just people's assumption. I have invented any number of devices based off its principles, but I did not invent the first one.
So what did you think would happen when you sold the engine?
Such is the enthusiasm, or perhaps the impetuousness of youth, that I did not stop to consider the consequences of my actions. All I could see was a way to gain the respect of the dwarves. It was all that mattered.
It must be unsettling to get so much praise for the steam engine, then.
Yes, it is, and it torments me every day. I was but a child when the robed ones gave me their dire warnings, and I was terrified. They were explicit that I was not to reveal the origins of the steam engine.
But why? Why wouldn't they want anyone to know that the dwarves invented the steam engine? Maybe it would... Maybe the steam engine was a thing of their clan, an invention of their clan, like a toy. And the fact that they let the technology be smuggled out and be used by a lesser race like the humans shamed their clan forever.
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
Why the need to impress the dwarves after they rejected you?
You don't understand. I was orphaned at a young age. The dwarves represented everything I wanted my family to be. A tight-knit clan, and the respect I had for their brilliance with technology. I made the mistake common to youth. I thought intelligence equaled compassion. I needed to belong, to find that I had some worth.
So what do you mean you were orphaned?
My mother died, bringing me into this world. I believe my father died then as well, even though he continued to exist in the world for some 8 more years. When he could stand living no longer, he took his own life.
But that means he abandoned you.
He left me decently provided for, and with his grasp on reality becoming more tenuous each day, I believe he felt I would be safer in the care of others. The last thing he did in this life was to give me that ring.
And then you gave the ring to Stenar. He meant that much to you.
That is how much his friendship meant to me. I was devastated when he disappeared with the rest of the clan. I believe I felt more deserted and alone then than I did when my father killed himself.
Okay.
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
Well, what can you tell me about the recent attempt on your life?
There's not much, really, as Chucko is given to overzealousness in his protection of my person. He rendered the interloper lifeless before I could question him. All he had on his person was an amulet bearing the symbol of the Molokian hand, the eye in the hexagram.
The Molokian hand? Wait, I've got like a dozen of those amulets.
They were a religious order of assassins some 500 years ago. Rumors of their continued existence surface periodically, but are usually proven to be hoaxes. I figure this for a new group trying to adopt some of the prestige of the name.
I guess that would make sense as to why they're such catastrophic failures in everything they do. They've been after me as well.
Let us hope for both our sakes that they are mere pretenders to the name, then. I would be loath to have the authentic Molokians out for my blood.
So, why do you suppose they tried to kill us? What the hell could an old assassin's order want to take us out for? I could understand if the dwarfs had put out a hit on you. No offense, since you wanted to be part of their family and everything. But, it doesn't make sense why me.
I do not know, but I am beginning to believe they are behind Stenar's death. This all seems to be pointing to my involvement with the Black Mountain clan, doesn't it? That is why I feel it is imperative to find out their fate. Our lives seem to be dependent on it, in fact.
Okay. Some of our lives more than others, huh? No, I'm not gonna be a jerk.
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
What can you tell me about your business?
Well, as you know, I am the foremost manufacturer of steam engines in Arcanum, virtually without competition. I am working on a prototype for a smaller, more efficient engine right now, as a matter of fact. I also have various interests in other technological endeavors.
So, do you have any labor difficulties in your factories?
Why do you ask?
I don't know.
You're not a labor sympathizer, are you? A unionizer, perhaps? I can assure you, my workers are happy to have the jobs I give them. I treat all orcs, true blood, and half-breed alike better than any other factory owner. Of that I can assure you.
Look, I didn't mean to imply anything. I was just simply curious.
Yes, I can understand that. With all the talk of labor difficulties and protests in all the journals. But in answer to your original question, I believe that I am fortunate to have been spared a lot of the problems others have been experiencing with their workers. I do believe it is because I treat my workers better than most. Why, their working conditions are almost human.
So, getting some parallels of Ford here. I can take your pomposity no longer. Death to the bourgeois. God, I fucking can't pronounce that. Death to the bourgeois. I used to know how to pronounce that word. It's been so long since I've heard it in a non-meme format. I don't think I need to ask you any other question.
What do you wish to ask of me?
I will explore the Black Mountain Clan mines for you.
Splendid! Here, let me mark your map with the location of the Black Mountain mines. I am certain there must be some clues to be found there. Please, return as soon as you have found anything.
I love how this game uses words that I almost never hear in real life, but I've read in plenty of books over the years. It's great. I shall return with the information you have requested.
One more thing. I would like to purchase my ring back from you. I'd give you 200 coins. It would mean quite a bit to me. My father gave it to me before he died.
I'm pretty sure he could afford more than 200 coins, but I'm just going to give it to the old man. He gave us more than enough information.
Much obliged. I will speak with you when you return.
Okay. Wonderful. We got plot progress, some good story. Found out a lot of history. Episode 18. Pretty sure I went through and counted the videos this time. Oh, so what do I need to do at this point? Probably need to go manage my inventory. We can sell some of this crap. Let's go find a good blacksmith shop or something. I think it's over here. Or down the street and somewhere else. I don't know if I want to go to the Panari Temple first, or if we want to set out for the mines. Joffrey's Gears and Gadgets. I want to step in here one more time. Herbalist lady, I didn't see what you have to sell. What do you got? Invigorator. 281 coins. I think I will buy that. Kadura Stem. Ginkgo Root. I like seeing those in your inventory. I might as well buy some healing salve as well. I don't like spending that much on it, but it's not like I've seen any of those items out and about to be harvested except at the IFS Zephyr. Yeah, you're not going to take any of this stuff. You got any more capacitors waiting around for me? There's a large one. Electrical harness. So tempting to buy it just to say that I've got it. Small electrical parts. Clockwork Physician. Let me see how much money I have left after I sell my stuff. Apparently, I think that's the blacksmith shop right there. Wallow's Quality Armor. Close enough. Pretty sure it's the news agency right next to it. No, it's the gun shop. They'll probably buy my weapons, I would hope. Let's see. I need to sell some crap to you. He won't buy my shocking staff, unfortunately. 52 coins for that. You don't want my armor? Come on. This is good quality clothing, barely bled in. How could you possibly say no? Small oiled chainmail, 1,300 coins. I would like to have that. AC 12, damage reduction 20. Energy resistance negative 10. NP? I can't remember what NP stands for. I might have to look that up. Fine helmet. Would love to have some small basic plate mail too. 900 stones. Wonderful. Okay. Let me see if this guy will buy anything. I might just need to drop this armor that nobody's going to pick up. Just on the ground somewhere. A rusted rifle. Nope, you don't want any of my goods either? Well, fine. Good day to all of you. I'll go find somebody else who does want quality handmade goods. There's got to be somebody in this town who will appreciate it. The only problem is, where the hell are they in this massive town? I know that there is a magic store somewhere. Hall of Records. We're going to probably spend the rest of this video running around town. Actually, only the magic clothing store might be closer to the entrance down here. Joffrey's Gears. We've got Grant's Tavern. Apparently, I was wrong. I'm not going down into the sewer. We've also got the fine clothing store here. The general store. Maybe they would buy my stuff. No interest in those either. A top hat. And a fancy ring. Wonderful. I don't want to drop these items on the ground. They could be worth something somewhere. I could get like 30 coins for them at some point. How could you not want a charmed magical axe? You guys are just haters. It's because I'm a dwarf, isn't it? That's why you won't buy it. You guys are racist. You're speciesist or whatever. Let's see. Maybe at some point we'll find a dwarf town where everybody will love me. New steel plant opens doors. Going to check some more areas up here. And then before I end the video, we will go do some inventory and drop shit off in the barrel. In fact, let me see. I'm going to learn that. Let's see. The question is, what would that fall under? We've got the electric light, the charged ring, the flow spectrometer, the shocking staff. Pure ore. Where is it? If I was an invigorator, what would I fall under? What is this? It'll display found schematics. There we go. Has the last big battle got you feeling a little low? Are you wondering how you're going to make it through the next to the death duel? We'll look no further than the incomparable Invigorator. By combining the Fatigue Restorer and the Heal Accelerator, you'll get a physical boost that's second to none. Okay. I don't think I've found a Heal Accelerator yet, but that would make my Fatigue Restore potions actually be useful to me. I'm going to assume that they lose their usefulness. Why can't I see its description there now? I don't want to see my skills in the box, game. Whatever. Game don't care. Game does what it wants. H.T. Parnell's. Oh, that's right. You were the... Oh, shoot. I do have the tea on me.
I know much tea. Yes, Gar like tea. Gar civilized.
Okay. I was gonna give you some Earl Grey tea, Gar. Got it right here in my inventory, but if you want to act like that, then never mind. Just take it and keep it for myself. Holton Cross. That's the editorial office. Seer of the Unnatural. Quality armor. You know, I guess since it is a technological town... There we go, never mind. I was gonna say, maybe I was wrong. Maybe my memory is that shit. Are you interested? Ooh, 212 coins for that. He won't buy the charmed robes because they're garbage. He won't buy that either. Basic plate mail. I wouldn't mind a shield. Quality iron shield. Shield of force. 1 to 10 damage reflected back to your attacker. looks exciting. What is this? A sword of defense. 428 coins. 1 to 8 damage, 1 to 4 fatigue, 15 AC. That might not be a bad sword for Virgil. Has a speed of 15, so it would be very quick to attack. Red barbarian clothes. Everything is so expensive, just out of reach. I think I'm gonna sell this axe. It's taking up my inventory space and I don't need it. Despite the fact I do kind of want to hang on to everything forever. It's probably best that I don't. Dragon skin leather. It's a shame that I can't wear any of this armor. What's the damage on your current weapon? 1 to 8 and 3 to 12. Okay, yeah, you're gonna keep the staff. It's only got a speed of 8, but whatever. I forgot about the huge fatigue bonus that it has. Looks like it gives him an extra 20 mana as well. Okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 gold pieces. Oh, it's our lucky day. This is going to be a good session tonight. I'll probably get a bunch of videos recorded. Maybe we can make some progress, find some amazing artifacts that have been left out in the world for any brave soul to stumble across. Gonna go do a little bit of barrel management. Maybe at some point I can get my own house somewhere. We can just go back there and have a beautiful chest and a couple of other things, and I can separate my inventory. Of course I successfully lockpicked this. I'm intimate with this lock by now. So we got at least enough for 4 healing salves, it looks like. And also, what does it take to make pure ore? Where are you hiding at? You rat bastard. Maybe if I get on the right tab. Iron ore and steel. Allows increased strength and lightness. So I need iron ore and steel. I'm going to keep the shocking staff on me just for now. Put one of the magical traps in there. Drop off a ton of this crap. Probably going to regret not having that on my person. Corrosive acid. That sounds like something I should definitely keep with me. Metal plates. All the gems can go in there. It's much better. Okay, so I need iron ore and steel. Look, just put all of them there. Don't ask me stealthily down here. I'm not going to be paying attention to that. 1, 2. Wait, is that dwarven? Got a lot more dwarven ore than regular ore, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We'll make those. We'll make my healing potions. Okay. I guess I didn't unlock that because I wasn't paying attention. I'm confusing dreams with what I've actually done. So I'm going to keep the roots on me because we will come back and make those. Pure or... Get out of here. Got no use for you right now. Pretty sure I don't have use for anything else either. So, I think I'm going to end the video here. Whenever we come back, we will make our way to the mines that I am sure are going to be marked on my map. He wouldn't just send me out into the world willy-nilly, would he? Tell me to go find it on my own. Good luck and Godspeed. Something like that.